Hello and welcome back to Flint Hills. As you saw in the intro there, we finished off our soybeans yesterday. Got everything all set up, all good to go. It is the following day, so I'm hoping we can get into some corn. It is late spring now, day 5, so we are getting close. We got to get the rest of the corn put in the ground. Hopefully today we are in our planting window. I want to get our big field done today, and hopefully some of the other bigger fields. I want to get field 25 and 26 planted with corn today, bare minimum. And I'd also like to get, hopefully get started on one of these two fields as well, planted with corn today. And then if we gotta come back and do field 43 tomorrow, that's what we'll do. Problem, we sprung an oil leak in the stagger, bringing back this yesterday. So that guy's gonna have to go off to the shop. It's not something that I can fix here, so we'll have to get that dragged up to the shop, get the tires and the weights taken off of it, be able to get loaded up onto a trailer and take over to the dealership. So that's wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to do today. But with that said, we'll run over, we'll make sure that these two tractors over here with the planters are fueled up and ready to go start work in field 25. We are going to need to get refilled with seeds, get that switched over onto corn, and we are also going to need to buy some liquid fertilizer, which is awesome because liquid fertilizer is expensive. And we only have $7,308 right now. Yeah. We might take out a loan, or we might sell some crops that we have in storage just to get us by. I haven't fully decided yet. To be honest with you, it'd probably be more realistic to sell off crops than to pull out a loan. But like I've said in many videos before, if you wanted realism, you're in the wrong spot. So let me just fill up this other tractor and I'll see you up at field 25. So over here at the field, we're just going to get everything topped up here with seed out of the back of our seed tender, and we're going to get the co-op to come down with the liquid tank that they have, and we're going to have to place an order for some liquid fertilizer, these planters. So I can only imagine that bill. Definitely going to be a big bill, but it's something that we need to have. So it's not something that we can just go without. And considering these fields have no nitrogen on them at all, that was partially my fault. I started up the precision farming in the spring instead of the fall and put down some sort of fertilizer on the stubble. So you can't really win them all, unfortunately. Okay, and off these guys go down the field. They're both set to start at the first waypoint, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they're not going to run into each other. They are racing through the field, doing 32 mile an hour with the planters unfolded, so not very realistic. I have a bad feeling about this corner up here, very bad feeling. So far, so good. Slowing down for traffic. And collision. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Let's just stop you. And I'll back you up. And there we go. We're starting to put corn in the ground. The lead driver does have a little bit less liquid fertilizer than this one. And by the looks of it, we jump up over into here. We are putting down nitrogen. Well, that's good. It doesn't look like we're using any nitrogen out of this one, which is weird. Very weird. Let me... Oh no, it's because I'm still putting down soybeans. Oh no. Stop, driver. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Thankfully, very thankfully, it's a direct drill. So we'll just start it again. And hopefully, everything gets planted over with corn. That could have been really bad. It's a good thing I noticed. Because if not, that could have ended really, really badly. We should get that little spot in the headland. See, now our liquid fertilizer is going down. There we go. That's better. That is better. And if we come back over into here, yeah, there's 2 colored strips there. So, fingers crossed, everything's gonna work out just fine. It wasn't half the field by any means, so we should be alright there. Now we need to figure out the liquid fertilizer aspect of things. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got our delivery driver from the store here. He's going to run down to the liquid fertilizer buy point for us. He's going to buy the liquid fertilizer for us using our own money. So we are going to have to take out a loan while this guy is traveling. And then he's going to deliver that to Field 21 East, which is the auto drive point right next to where we've got everything else stationed. So far, our pieces of equipment here look to be doing all right. They're on to their second path now. Those are going to take 1 hour and 45 minutes without needing to stop or turn around. So it's definitely going to take a while. So this guy's pulling in here now. So let's take out another $50,000 loan, I guess. Let's do a couple extra. $135,000 now total in a loan. Leaves us with 91 grand. We should hopefully be able to pay that off very soon. Also, the store upgraded this trailer since they have now bought another lowboy trailer that is at the store. So now this trailer is solely for liquids, which is nice. It's got a total of 40,000 liter capacity now. So we should be able to get more material delivered to us at a faster pace, which is good, I think. It's also going to cost more to fill up every time, so there is a downside to everything. And for 40,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, how much did that cost? $43,200. So we, as it sits right now, we have enough to buy another full load of liquid fertilizer. Just one full load. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's make sure this guy gets back to the field properly and in a timely fashion, and I will see you guys there. So as you can see, we are putting down a lot of fertilizer. We're currently at like 40 kilograms per hectare, and we need to get it up to 200 kilograms per hectare. So there is a lot of fertilizer going down into the ground right now as we speak. With that said, we've got our delivery tanker trucks over there, so we have more supply. Hopefully, knock on wood, my fingers are crossed, we will not go through 40,000 liters with our corn planting. But if we do have the cash right now to buy more if we need it. And if we only need a little bit, we can actually just buy pallets of it if we only need a small quantity to finish something off. We do still have some sitting at the yard in the shed, but I want to make sure we have that for emergencies if we need it, in case we do run out and we only need a little bit. So I don't really want to use that up right now. I'm going to leave this fuel trailer here, and I'm going to take a run back to the yard. I think one of my workers has got that Steiger loaded up and got the tires all peeled off of it and all the weights off of it. So let's go see how he's made out. So just pulling into the yard here. Let's take a little look, see of how they've made out. Oh, looks like it's on the trailer. Yeah, looks like it's loaded up, strapped down, and ready to go. Sad to see her go, but hopefully we can get it back and it's not too much to get it fixed. No, the trailer might not look like it can handle this weight, but it's got 3 axles and they're tandem, so like dual tires on both. You'd probably be pretty close. Ideally, you'd probably want a 5th wheel trailer, not a gooseneck pinned up to a 5th wheel, but hey. This trailer has the vehicle straps, where the other one does not, so we're kind of shit out of luck. I know I could have left the big tires on it, especially since we got the extensions on this trailer that slide out like that, but I figured better to put like transport tires on it and take the weights off just to make it, you know, a little bit more realistic. And off he goes. Goodbye, Steiger. Nice seeing you. That's a sad sight. Yeah. Also, I was kind of hoping to maybe do like a fertilizer contract or something to try to make some money back. But we have no available tractors now. We do have the sprayer in here, but that is more liquid fertilizer that I don't really want to use. I was kind of hoping to use our new fertilizer spreader, just down at the back. We're also going to have to find a way of getting our air cart and seeder back into the shed. Now that our big tractor's gone, we'll have to wait until one of the planting tractors is back. And hopefully it can muster getting it in there. So here we are, out in the field. The tractor to the left ran out of fertilizer first, and so I just waited for the tractor on the right to catch up, just so we can fill both of them up together, so hopefully they run out at the same time next time. Just makes it a little bit easier for loading and unloading. We're down to 1 hopper left full of seed. I don't think we'll have enough boom reach there. Oh, we'll have to move over a little bit. I know it's not ideal to bring the semi out into the field. It's kind of one of the reasons why you'd have a seed tender to come out, but it's just what I can do right now. With this seed tender itself, it doesn't have the unload trigger disappears on the actual pipe if you're not in the vehicle. So to set up a refill course, I could do that for the liquid fertilizer, but I would need to definitely keep an eye on the seeds. What I could do, and what I did for the lime, is bring out a auger wagon, fill up the auger wagon from the seed tender, and leave the auger wagon there as the real refill course point. It's got a bit bigger trigger, and it worked out pretty good, but it's another tractor you gotta have in the field, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. Is it worth the hassle? Probably, to make it fully automated. Just not something that I've come to terms with yet, I guess. And to be honest with you, if I'm on the ball with the refills, and if they're on this side of the field, it's probably almost faster of me reloading them and just getting them to take back off than it would be to have a refill course and them drive all the way back to me, refill one at a time, and then come back out to their actual spot. I guess. I hope. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully everything works out pretty good. Maybe I'll even be able to refill both of them from this spot. That guy is refilling, and you're refilling now as well. You're full. You're full. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Let's back you up just a little bit and get you driving next closest waypoint. And same with you. And off they go. A little bit more in tandem this time as well. I've got the vehicle convoy set to 25 meters, so they should be able to work closely together. As you can see, they are fairly close as it sits right now. They could probably get a little bit closer before one would stop. So that was the first refill. Worked pretty smoothly. We're down to 87% in the liquid fertilizer truck here. Took over 5,000 liters to fill up both of them. So hopefully, knock on wood, this trailer will do more than this whole field. I don't know. We've got a good chunk of it done. Still going to take a while though. As it sits right now, the lead planter still says an hour and 14 minutes. So down from an hour and 45 minutes. We're not doing too bad. So here we are on the final pass of this field. It has been a while. Been almost 2 hours with the loading and unloading of me sitting here monitoring it. So that was great. Yeah. Not much else going on right now, considering all our tractors are tied up. And these are our 2 tractors that we got, so we can't really be going and doing other avenues right now for forms of income, aka contracts. So once we get this done, I'm gonna take one of these guys and just touch up around the corners a little bit, and I'll get the other guy moved down into field 26. And I'm not sure if I want to keep them together right now. Probably just to keep loading and unloading fairly easy. I know that, you know what? No, I'm going to touch up this field with one of them. And I'll get the other one moved down into field 26. And I'll get the other tractor moved down and starting on... Oh, here I was thinking it was field 27, but field 27's planted already. So, yeah, we'll get field 26 hammered out. We'll get everything touched up. I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing here, but we'll get this guy done and completed as well. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a little bit once we get some more progress done. So, some time has passed since the last time I was speaking with you guys. As you can see on the map, we got field 25, 26, 37, planted with corn. We are now working on 42. We did field 37 and 26 with one machine on each field. That took a little bit of time. That was like an hour or so. This field with 2 machines, it says that it's going to only take another 31 minutes to get hammered off. Come tomorrow, so the beginning of the next episode, we'll do field 43 here. Just the small field, get that planted with corn as well. And yeah, everything's going to go pretty good. Once we start planting in field 43 tomorrow, I'm going to get the sprayer out and start spraying some herbicide, just because we got weeds in all these fields and we've only got the one sprayer. So it's that's definitely going to take a while. So in the next episode, expect just a little bit more planting and a whole lot of spraying. I know it's one of my least favorite things to record and watch is just spraying. But with that said, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button down below. It makes me know that I'm doing an A-OK job. If you like me and you like what I do here, consider hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. Keeps you up to date with all the future content I put out. And if you're hitting the subscribe button, you might as well hit that bell. I think that then it'll give you notifications when I upload, which should be every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, as long as everything pans out with work and everything. So, with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!